Predator versus Spider-Man, issue number 3 from Marvel Comics. So this is the penultimate issue. Only one more to go and then we're done. And we start off where the last issue ended with Peter Parker and J. Jonah Jameson inside the office as the lights go out. Peter is trying to get Jameson out because in the last issue the cliffhanger was that there were multiple predators hanging right outside the building. Those predators end up breaking inside the building. It's kind of weird to see them like on top of the roof of this building with grappling hooks and then like just smashing into the building, when in the very last issue they were right by the window floating on their spaceship, like they were on top of their spaceship. So it just makes me wonder, why did they go on top of their spaceship so that they can go on top of the rooftop building so that they can grapple down when they can just jump from their spaceship into the building? And they always got to make things more difficult than it needs to be. So yeah, Peter's trying to get J. Jonah Jameson out of there. At one point, he shoves J. Jonah Jameson into an elevator, and then he sneaks out, and he says, "I'll be right back." I mean, Peter's not doing anything to hide the fact that he's Spider-Man. Like, if J. Jonah Jameson can't figure this out, then he's just an idiot, because Parker's doing a terrible job at this. But, yeah, the 3 Predators are inside here, and they're trying to gather information on the Rogue Predator, and they find one. And they basically see, like, all the information that J. Jonah Jameson and Peter have been gathering and basically put up on his board. And that's when Spider-Man shows up. And what is up with this panel right here? Like, what is going on with Spider-Man's back and waist? I think he's supposed to be like kind of twisting, but this looks so freaking weird. I don't know what's going on here. But Spider-Man decides to attack the 3 Predators. I guess he thinks that maybe they're working for the Skinner. Meanwhile, we see that Kraven has been gathering information on the Skinner, that the Skinner doesn't have any specific targets when it comes to the victims. He'll attack anybody. He goes after an old folks' home, goes after animals, crocodiles, even kids. Yeah, he also recognizes that New York is basically a city of eyes, like with windows and cameras and all that stuff. The fact that no one has been able to see this Predator makes me believe that he's hiding underground somewhere. So Kraven goes underground to try to track down the Predator. And then we have Mary Jane, and she's with the lady and the hobo. And the hobo is basically trying to lead them. She wants the hobo to lead them out of the subway. But instead the hobo is leading them deeper into the subway, deeper underground. And the reason why is because we have to hide. And we come across one point where there's like a pit of rats, and he shoves them inside. And he's actually doing this to protect them. He says, stay down as long as you can. And the reason why is because since they're buried in a bunch of rats, they don't give off any heat signature. Like, their heat signature just mixes with all the other rats. So the Predator, the Skinner, when he looks at the pit, he doesn't see Mary Jane and this other woman. He just sees a bunch of rats scurrying around because all their heats kind of blend together. And he ends up killing the hobo. So at least the hobo went out saving 2 ladies, so good for him. And then I'll stop it there. The rest is kind of like just fights between Spider-Man and the other 3 Predators. I will say that the pacing of this issue is really, really off in the sense that the next issue you have to wrap everything up. So in the next issue, you have to have the detective, either solving the case or just putting an end to this case. You have to have Kraven coming across Skinner and actually fighting him. Then you have to have Peter and I'm assuming the other 3 Predators realize that they're working together, or at least they're on the same side in terms of they both want to go after this Skinner, so they band together to stop him. And you have to have all that done in one issue. So I feel like the next issue is going to be rushed as hell, which I'm hoping is not the case. But this series probably should have been 5 issues rather than just 4. Most of this was just a fight scene between Peter and the 3 Predators, which is fine. It's cool, You got Predator versus Spider-Man. Obviously, you want to see a Predator versus Spider-Man battle. And here you got Spider-Man fighting against 3 of them. The other thing, though, is that he easily beats the crap out of these 3 Predators. Like, he just annihilates them. So it's kind of like, okay. Usually you would think that you would maybe make it like a bigger threat. I mean, if Spider-Man can take out 3 Predators at once, what's how is he going to have trouble taking out one of them? I don't know. I just feel like the pacing the pacing for this issue isn't bad, but it feels like the pacing for this issue is going to screw up the pacing for the next issue. Because we don't have much happening here. Most of this is just like action scenes, which is cool. But because we have a lot of fight scenes and stuff like that, the next issue has to wrap everything up. So I think the next issue is going to basically just be a rushed mess, but we'll see. So in regards to Predator vs. Spider-Man, I like this issue. It wasn't like the best or anything. I'd give it like maybe a 6, 7 out of 10 if I'm being super generous. But it was good for like anyone who's like new. Like my ranking systems, 5 is average. I don't do like the IGN where if I really enjoy it, it has to be above 7, and 7 is just a meh. To me, 5 is average, 6 is good, 7 is great, 8 is amazing, 9 is near perfect, and 10 is a perfect. And there's only ever been one thing I've ever given a 10. So this is a 6, which means this is a good issue. Not great or anything, but it was good. It was fun. So I enjoyed it. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still want to thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next one is more to your liking. With that said, thank you once again, and I hope you guys and gals have a good one. Later.